What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Guys, do me a favor, get yourself down in the description box. I got two links down there that I want you to check out for me. The first one is going to be that Moo link. And Moo is a self-directed brokerage app. Now, I've been using Moo since 2024, and I got to tell you, I'm pretty happy with my outcome, the performance, the things that I'm able to do with that brokerage app. Now, again, no expert here, not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm just trying to give you, a little bit of heads up that there's a great offer Moo is looking to pass on to you. Let me walk you through it. With Moo, some of the most competitive fees out there, giving you a real edge in your trading or investing, as I like to call it. And right now, Moo is offering up to $1,100 in stock rewards and NVIDIA stock. If you deposit $1,000, you'll get $120, and $100 of that is an exclusive just to people who are clicking the link in the description box. Basically, $100 cash reward. And you'll get $100 in my exclusive reward, only available through my channel, Richard Fain channel. So if you're interested in that, click on that link down below. All the details will be there. Go check it out. Second link is going to be the Wealth Builders Financial Community on Patreon. Now, you guys know I've had that community since 2024. A couple thousand people in the community. All we do in that community is help one another try to get the passive income, man. And the only way you get the passive income is how? Got to have financial freedom. You got to have some assets. If you got assets, you have opportunity to get to passive income. If you got no assets, there ain't no passive income, right? Passive income comes from assets. You got to have assets to get passive income. So that's what we talk about in the Wealth Builders. And, we share best practices, tips, golden nuggets, what's working, what's not working. We got a live stream tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time, where the Wealth Builders will come into that live stream on Patreon. Second link down in the description box. We'll come into the live stream on Patreon, and we're going to talk about what's happening for this month of December. What opportunities do we see? Right? We're just exchanging ideas, man, and it's powerful, guys. And plus, we have a community chat every single day in the Wealth Builders community. We got a community chat every day. People are in there right now. As I'm on doing this video, people are in there discussing ideas, what's working, what's not working. Here's a good tip. Here's a best practice. Guys, if you're in the matrix, you're not getting that. There ain't nobody helping you in the matrix. See, the matrix is controlled by the 1%. And the last thing the 1% want you to do is figure out how to build wealth and gain some independence in your life. They don't want you to have no independence. They want you dependent on them. They want you dependent on that paycheck that they give you once a week, every 2 weeks, once a month, however you get paid. Somebody's giving you a paycheck. Whoever giving you that paycheck control you. They control your financial freedom, man. Whoever is paying you controls you. And that's what the 1% know. They don't want you to have any independence and pay yourself. They want you to depend on them to get paid. And then they want to, when you're 65 years old, they want to give you Social Security. A little $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month, $2,000. Y'all know good and doggone well that's not going to take care of y'all. Ain't no $1,000 a month from Social Security going to take care of you, man. $2,000 a month from Social Security ain't going to take care of you. So you better figure out a way to build you some assets and get to you some passive income through what? Those assets. And that's what we talk about on this YouTube channel. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is me giving you my personal opinion about what's happening in the markets. I also share with you guys what I'm doing to try to get to my financial freedom and my independence. and my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So that's really what this channel is all about. It's not me. It's not about me giving you some hot tip or some hot take or whatever you call it. You know, I don't do that. What I do is share with you guys some basic things that I've done over the last 30 years to put me in a position where I control 100% of my time and I control my own financial destiny. Now, the whole thing that I mentioned about Moo, guys, if you want to try out Moo, try it out. It's the first link down in the description box. It's just a self-directed brokerage app that I use and millions of other people use. And they're just saying, hey, Richard, offer it to your audience. If they want to use it, we'll give them some NVIDIA stock and a $100 cash bonus if they make a certain deposit. You got to make the deposit, though, or you ain't going to get it, right? If you open the brokerage account and don't put no money in it, there is no bonus. There is nothing. But again, that's a self-directed brokerage app, guys, that millions of people use around the world, including myself. Now, if you don't want to use that, then don't use it. Use whatever you want to use to build your wealth. But if you want the bonus and you want potentially to get that $1,000 in NVIDIA stock, get down to that first link and check out the details. First off, I hope all of you guys had a great Thanksgiving, but it's time to get back to work. It's December 1st. We got 30 days, and then 2025 is going to be in the rearview mirror. So I've been thinking to myself, why isn't the market, the Christmas rally? It's December. Shouldn't we have a Christmas rally? We've had a Christmas rally the last couple of years. And no, some of you guys already know, I got about 75% of my net worth in the stock market. 75% of my net worth is in the stock market. Now, am I concerned about that? Absolutely. I'm a human being, right? Yes, I'm concerned at times. Am I going to panic sell? Absolutely not. But that doesn't mean from time to time I don't take a look at the portfolio and be like, ooh, goodness gracious, you're down pretty big there, but big guy, you're down pretty big. But I know that's temporary, see, because I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this for 30 years, man. And I know one thing about the stock market, at least in my personal opinion, no expert here, personal opinion, the stock market is about going up, ultimately. Now, whether I want to be patient enough to wait for it to go up, that's another story. Patience is a big part of building wealth, guys. Patience, consistency, discipline are 3 financial behaviors you got to have long-term if you're going to build wealth. I've done that over the last 30 years. I've demonstrated those 3 things, but that doesn't mean I don't still get a little bit scared when I see my portfolio down by 30% or down by 20% or down by 10%. I still look at it and be like, whoa, I got 75% of everything that I am financially in this asset class. Should I be doing that? That's a question I have to answer for me. You got to answer for your financial freedom and what you're doing, guys. But yeah, stocks are down. Crypto is down. Portfolio is down. That's where it comes in, these 3 financial behaviors I talked about. You got to have those 3 things. You got to have discipline, consistency, and patience. So let's talk about a little bit why today the stock market is down. And again, no expert here. I'm just giving you some information that I went out and gathered because I asked myself that this morning when I got up. I got up this morning. Of course, I go out and do the health thing. Health is wealth, guys. If you ain't out exercising and having and eating properly, you're not doing yourself a favor. There's no sense of building wealth, guys, if your health is raggedy. Listen, I'm not here to preach at you. I'm just telling you, if you got bad health, I don't care how much money you got. Not good. Give me my health over money any day. Give me my health. I want to be healthy over money any day. I'll take my health over money any day. So please get yourself moving in the morning, get yourself moving in the afternoon, at night, whenever you can, get out and move your body. And then try to watch your diet, guys. Try to watch what you eat. I'm not perfect. It was just Thanksgiving, so it wasn't perfect. But boom, Monday morning, December 1st, I'm back on the regimen again. I'm doing my 4-mile walk. I'm going to do 200 push-ups today. I'm going to do some stretching today. And most importantly, I'm going to drink water. I got to drink water, guys. The human body is 70% water. So all you folks, oh, I don't like water. I'm not going to drink it. I'm going to get me some tea. I'm going to get me a Diet Pepsi. You think that's helping you? It's not. It's not helping you, guys. The human body, 70% of the human body is water. Water. So you drinking your Diet Coke, 10 Diet Cokes a day, or sweet tea all day, that's not helping you. And again, I know, oh, what is this dude talking about? This is a financial channel. This is not, Dr. Fane channel where he's talking about health. I get it, but I'm just telling you, man, all of this stuff ties in together, man. You got to understand, guys, it all ties in together. Me out here building wealth, and then I get to the end of the rainbow, open up my pot, and it's full of gold, but I can't enjoy it because my health has deteriorated. What good is that? What good is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow if I can't enjoy it? Makes no, you see what I'm saying? So health is important. So I got back into the zone this morning, right? Got back into the zone. And what's the zone? Let me give you, guys, we're going to get to this. We're going to get to the market in a minute. So be patient with me. We'll get there. Just be patient. Let me walk you through what's really important in life. In my opinion now, no expert, but my opinion. Here's what's important to me in life. My relationship with God, number one priority in my life. Number one priority in my life. Number two priority in my life, my family. Number three priority in my life, my health. Number four priority in my life, helping others. Number five priority in my life, getting to the bag, getting to that net worth, getting to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Those are my five priorities in life. Let me run you through them one more time, and then we're going to move on. Number one priority, my relationship with God, my creator, Jesus Christ. Number one. Number two, my family. Number three, my health. Number four, helping others. Number five, get to the bag. Get to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Get to that financial freedom thing. That passive income thing. That way, now, once I get to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, those other four things make it even more sweeter, baby. But if I got getting to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, my number one priority, I don't take care of my faith. I don't take care of my family. I don't take care of my health. I don't care about helping other people. Guess what? You did all that for nothing. You're going to be by yourself with a bunch of money, unhappy, unhealthy, no family, no friends. I ain't helped nobody. What good is it, guys? So all I'm trying to tell you guys is prioritize your life. See, when I woke up this morning, I could have looked at the stock market. I could have looked at crypto. I could have looked at the gloom and doom that the 1% already got the propaganda machine going, right? What's the propaganda machine? This thing right here. This is the propaganda machine. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe nobody else in here don't use this thing. This thing right here, this is the propaganda machine. You feel me? This is the propaganda machine that they use to control you and me if I let them. See, I don't let them control me because I know what they're all about. So I get up this morning. I say it's December 1st. I got 30 days left. What's the game plan, Richard? What's your game plan? Okay, game plan is to do what? Continue doing those five things, those priorities. Do more of those priorities. That's number one. Got to do more of those five priorities in that order. That's number one. So I get up, boom, give thanks to the Almighty. Give thanks to the Almighty. And then I said to myself, okay, now it's time to get back on this health thing. So I get out and get my 4 miles in. Hey man, just coming off Thanksgiving, I was traveling, had a great time, back in Florida, back at the crib, back at the hacienda. Didn't want to get out there this morning. Although it was a beautiful morning, didn't want to do it. Why? Because I'm still trying to get the mind flipped back over from the little holiday. I'm trying to get the mind flipped back over to grind mode again. I'm on non-grind mode. I'm trying to get back on grind mode. So I get back on grind mode, boom, get myself out there whether I wanted to do it or not, because I know health is wealth. So I get out there and get the 4 miles in. Beautiful morning. Got out there, start walking, good pace. Got the headphones in, listening to some stuff. Just grinding, right? See, this is my time where I grind, guys. I get out here and get my thoughts together, and I get my game plan together. See, that's what I kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? I get the health in, I get the exercise in, but it's also an hour and 15 minutes for me to just really drill down in the filter system and come up with the plan for the day. So if you ain't got a plan for your day, what is your day? See, when you fail to plan, guess what you do? You plan to fail. See, in the morning is the time when I got to get up and I got to do what? I got to do what? I got to plan. If I want to succeed today, I got to have a plan in order to succeed today. If you starting your mornings out with no plan, the likelihood of you succeeding today is not very good. More than that, guys, if you don't have a plan, that means you don't have any goals you're trying to reach today. That's sad, man, if we're walking through every day through life with no goals. You better get some goals in your life, guys. You better have some daily goals, some weekly goals, some monthly goals, some annual goals. You should have goals. And you should have activities that laser focus you into hitting those goals. So I get up this morning, I'm thinking about the market. I'm saying, oh my goodness, it's gonna get the Christmas rally. Boom. I open up the propaganda machine. Guess what the propaganda machine says? Stocks fall to kick off December as Bitcoin tech stocks decline. I'm like, oh my goodness, here we go. I'm thinking we getting the Christmas rally. These people messing around with my money. This is what I'm saying now. But then I quickly caught myself and said, come back here. Come here. 2 things you control in this life: your attitude and your effort. So I said to myself, attitude and effort, I control you, you don't control me. See, attitude and effort, you don't control me, I control you. So I said to myself, no problem. Let's get out here on this walk. Let's come up with a game plan today. Let's help some people, because I know if I help enough people get what they want, I get what I want. See how I quickly turned that thing around? I could have just, I ain't gonna go do no walking. I'm gonna just sit around here and feel sorry for myself because the portfolio down. I ain't going out. No, Come here. Attitude and effort, you don't control me, I control you. We're gonna get out here and get on this 4-mile walk. We're gonna take this hour and 15 minutes. We're going to come up with a game plan today. You're going to get yourself back in here, put some nutrition in your body, get you some energy in your body through the nutrition, drink you some more water, and then you're going to get on here and go to work. And you're going to make it happen today. Here are my goals today. I want to help others. I want to get some content out to help others. Right? I want to also do some research on, are there some opportunities out there today? Right now, as of this morning, we were in a little dip session. I got a little dry powder on the sideline right now. Remember, I sold one of the Ferraris. See, I sold that Ferrari. I sold my F8. Got a lot of dry powder on the sideline. See what I'm saying? See, I made the hard decision to give up something that I love, which is one of my cars. I gave it up. I sold it. To do what? Bring in cash to take advantage of this incredible opportunity that's presented itself today. You feel me? Because see, I know the F8 ain't gonna put no money in my pocket. It's only gonna take money out of my pocket. So I said, no, get rid of that. It's a depreciating asset. Free up that cash and get in position. Whether it's December or January, it's gonna happen. And when it does happen, I wanna be in position. I wanna be locked in, so I don't miss nothing. So that's what I did. So I went on the walk, came back from the walk, Boom. Got the nutrition in the body. Boom. And now I'm out here helping people online, walking people through my structure and what I do. I'm no expert. I'm just telling you guys how I control my own destiny. See, I don't let outside propaganda machines like this control me. Anytime I read something like this, guess what I think? The opposite. It's getting ready to skyrocket. If the propaganda machine says stocks fall to kick off December as Bitcoin and tech stocks decline, if that's what the propaganda machine is telling us, I do the opposite. I believe the opposite. Because I know what they're geared to do, to scare us. They want to scare us to keep us on the sideline, keep us on the bench. They don't want us to put our hand up and say, hey, coach, put me in the game. They don't want us to do that, guys. They want us to stay on the sideline. So when you see headlines like this, you got to start thinking a little differently about them. Because remember, the stock market is $58 trillion market cap. That's the highest market cap for any asset in the whole world, guys. But yet and still, here's the headline. The headline didn't say stock market, $58 trillion market cap, expected to skyrocket soon. That's not the headline. The headline is this right here. Be scared, be fearful, panic sell, stay on the sideline. This thing finna get ugly. Let's keep moving. Let me give y'all a little bit more of this. Stocks fall on Monday following crypto prices lower as volatility continued into the December's trading month. See, that word volatility is a powerful one, guys. Let's go ahead and do a little research on volatility. Let's do a little research on it. What is the definition of volatility? Because if we're going to talk about this word, we need to kind of know what it means, right? So here we go. Volatility. Liability to change rapidly and unpredictably, especially for the worse. Changes rapidly. See, volatility is when something changes rapidly, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's where the market is right now. It's changing rapidly, guys. That's volatility. But see, the smart guys and the smart gals understand I can build wealth even in volatile times if I know what I'm doing. I can build wealth in volatile times as long as I know what I'm doing. Now, when I say know what I'm doing, I don't mean being an expert, because I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy on YouTube. But when I take that word volatility and I do I break it down, it means fluctuations, rapid change. So how do you get through that, Richard? How do you still build wealth if you're going through this up and down cycle and it's up one day, down 2 days, up, how do you build wealth? Well, let me walk you through what I do. This is my personal thing that I do, my personal opinion now. No expert here. Do your own homework now. I don't want nobody saying, do your own homework. I'm just telling you what I do to get through and to defeat this word volatility when it comes to building my assets. So before I invest in anything long-term, guys, I go do my homework. What's my homework? I want to go look at the investment's history. I want to look at the historical performance. Okay? Now, once I go look at the historical performance, then I want to say to myself, well, okay, I'm looking at this historical performance, but what's my time frame to build wealth? If you guys have been rocking with me, you'll know my time frame is 10 years. Well, 9 years. It was 10 years starting in 2024. We're in 2025, so I got 9 years. Now I'm getting ready to have 8 years when we go into 2026. So that's my time frame. So I want to look at my historical data on the investments that I'm going to be buying. I want to look at them in a 10-year lens. I want to look and see what they've done over the prior 10 years. Not that that's going to guarantee they'll do that the next 10 years, but what it will do, it will at least give me some indication of what this investment has already done. Right? So what are my Blueprint 1.0 investments? SPLG, which is a S&P 500 ETF that tracks the S&P 500 index. That's the broader stock market. That's the number one thing for me. I gotta be in the broader stock market. Every industry, every sector is represented in that S&P 500. So, the name of that SPLG has changed to SP, I believe it's YM. They went ahead and changed the name of it, but no big deal. It's still SPLG to me. So if I go look at State Street SPDR Portfolio S&P 500 ETF, if I go look at year to date, it's still up 16.58% year to date. But yet and still, they're saying the market is crashing. But yet and still, my big boy ETF, SPLG, SPYM, whatever you want to call it, this thing is still up 16.59%. Let's go look at my other big boy ETF, which is FTEC, which is a information technology ETF. Let's go look at that guy. Because remember, the market is crashing and everything is burning and it's the world about to end. Let's go look at this one. Oh, year to date, 2025, FTEC, 21.01%. So let me get this straight. The world's coming to an end when it comes to the financial thing, right? The stock market thing, it's coming to an end. That's the propaganda they're throwing out there at us. But what do? I say, okay, I'm not going to believe these guys. I'm going to go look at my investments and see what they're doing year to date. And when I do that, I perk up and say, well, goodness, Richard, you're having a great year. You're having a great year. Right? SPYM, aka SPLG, is over 16% year to date. And FTEC, which is my information technology ETF, is over 21% year to date. That's a pretty doggone good year, guys. Now, again, no expert here. I'm not an expert. State Street and Fidelity are the experts, not me. All I did was had enough sense to say, well, I don't want to be the expert. Let me go find some experts and put my money in an ETF. They're the experts, not me. I was just smart enough to know that, the difference. See, I'm smart enough to know I'm not the expert. They are. I'm smart enough to know that. Okay. So those are my ETFs. So once I go do the homework and don't panic sell, I go do the homework, right? I go look at the investments, look at the history, and then I look at the year to date. And I'm like, well, okay, there's no panic here. I'm doing great. We got 1 month left in the year. We're day one into December. Why am I panicking? Should be panicking. So then I go look at my individual stocks. And you guys know I got the Magnificent Seven minus Tesla, and then I add in Palantir. So let's start with Palantir, because here's my plan. I got a 50-30-20 plan, right? 50% of everything that I do will go into who? SPLG, which is the broader stock market, or SPYM. They changed the name, the ticker symbol. But 50% of my money will go into the broader based stock market. Why? Because I get every industry, every sector. Energy doing bad, maybe healthcare doing good. Tech doing bad, maybe consumer discretionary doing good. It's around the holidays. Guess what normally pops around the holidays? Retail normally pops around the holidays. So if tech ain't doing that good, maybe consumer discretionary retail is. But see, when you're in the broader stock market, you have the benefit of being in every industry, every sector. Again, guys, not an expert here. That's not something I created. I'm no genius here. I just figured, hey, if I'm going to invest in the stock market thing, maybe I should consider doing something that gives me every industry and every sector. Not just one industry or one sector, maybe every industry, every sector. And guess what? I don't want any old companies. I want the top 500 companies in America in that fund. And guess what I got? That's what SPYM gives me, because it tracks the S&P 500 index. No expert here, guys. just telling you just basic stuff. Boom. Then you go to FTEC. I said, well, you know something? I'm already in the broader stock market with the big boy stuff in the broader stock market. Guess what? I want to get a little bit more specific. And I want to narrow this thing down to one industry that I really love. And that's tech. But I said, I don't just want any tech. I want information technologies, because why? You got big boys in there like NVIDIA. And you got further diversification within the industry because you got 324 companies in that fund. All information technology companies like MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, NVIDIA, you name it. So that's 80% goes into the big boy ETFs. And then you got that last 20% left. That's where the individual stocks come in. Since I'm not an expert, I don't claim to be an expert. I said to myself, if Richard, you're not an expert, how can you reduce the risk of you not doing well in this thing? Since you're not an expert, you're just a regular guy here. How do you reduce your risk of actually getting a good performance out of these individual stocks? I said, well, I got to go get the biggest stocks in the world. I got to go invest in the biggest companies in the world. Biggest companies in the world. And that's the Magnificent Seven. Biggest companies in the world by market cap. That's what I invest that 20% in. Apple, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, Alphabet, AKA Google, NVIDIA, and then I threw in Palantir, right? So that's what I do, guys. But let's take a look at Palantir year to date. Let's see what it's doing. Because remember, you know, the market is crashing and everything's burning. Palantir year to date, 122.68%. That's Palantir. Year to date, 122.68%. That don't sound like it's burning and crashing to me. I'm okay with that. Let's go into Amazon. Let's take a look at Amazon. Let's see what Amazon doing year to date. Not killing it, but 6.30% year to date. Still in the positive. I ain't mad at it. Let's check out Microsoft year to date. Microsoft is up 16.76% year to date. So far, so good. Nothing negative. I'm loving that. Let's look at Meta year to date. 7.11%. Pretty doggone good. Nothing negative yet. Let's look at Google, which is Alphabet, up 66.94% year to date. Pretty doggone good. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Apple. Take a look at Apple year to date. 14.11% year to date. No negatives yet, huh? Pretty doggone good. Let's look at NVIDIA. 900-pound silverback. Let's see what it's doing year to date. 29.68% year to date. So as I try and reel myself back in, talk myself off the ledge, what do I do to talk myself off the ledge? I go look at the portfolio and really dissect what's going on with the portfolio. I don't just look at the headline and then automatically think everything's burning down to the ground. No, I go look at the portfolio and I say, okay, let me dissect this thing. Let me go ahead and pull back the cover on this thing and check it out. And then when I check it out, I see that everything that I've invested in so far this year has a positive instead of a negative next to it. See what I'm saying, guys? This is what we have to start doing. We can't just go off the headline and allow the headline to determine our attitude and our effort. We got to determine our attitude and our effort. I still believe it's one of the greatest opportunities in my lifetime to build wealth right now. You don't have to believe that. You believe whatever you want to believe, but I'm giving you my personal opinion. So I'm not going to let the 1% brainwash me and propagandize me into thinking that everything's burning up. But yet and still, Jeff Bezos got all his money still in his in the stock market. Zuckerberg got all his money in the stock market. Elon Musk got all his money in the stock market. Yeah. Jensen Wong from NVIDIA got all his money in the stock market. And guys, all of these guys, all of them have in excess of $100 billion in net worth. Every one of them I just gave you. All of them got the majority of that 100 billion plus in the stock market, in their companies. I don't know. Doesn't seem like things burning down right now, does it? But that's the headline. Why? Because they want to get people who refuse to go out and do any research, who refuse to go out and do any critical thinking. All they got to do is just propagandize you with this, or you go listen to your favorite podcaster. They propagandize you. You don't go out and do no research on your own. All you do is just listen to people online, and that's the gospel. Oh, boom, my favorite YouTuber said it. Got to be true. I'm selling everything. Listen, man, you better start learning how to do your own thinking, specifically critical thinking and research. As you see, guys, I didn't do a whole bunch of stuff. All I did was go look at my portfolio. I went and pulled up what it's done over the last 10 years. I went and pulled up what it's doing year to date, just to make sure that the house ain't burning down. Because if you look at the headline, the house burning down. And there ain't no water left. All you got is your hands to fan it. And your hands fanning it, just making the fire go higher. So stop letting these people get in your filter system and propagandizing you. Go look at your portfolio, see what's happening. If you need to pivot, pivot. Nothing wrong with that. But know why you're pivoting. Don't pivot because your favorite podcaster said pivot, or don't pivot because you read some article that says the whole world burning down. So I'm gonna go pivot. And without going to look at your own portfolio, doing your own diagnosis on your own portfolio before you do that. And again, guys, this is not financial advice. This is just me here trying to give you what I take myself through when I'm looking at my portfolio. And I got 75% of my net worth in the stock market, guys. But I go to bed at night and I don't lose not one bit of sleep. Am I concerned from time to time? Yes, I'm a human being. I got feelings. But see, I know how to keep my feelings in check. I know how to turn off the emotional side of my brain and operate on the logical side of my brain when I need to. See, I know how to turn one on and turn the other one off, and vice versa. See, I know how to do that. A lot of us can't do that. A lot of us just live in a world where we're emotional 100% of the time. And every decision we make is based on emotions. Guys, you can't live that way, in my opinion now. You live however you want to live, but I'm telling you, if you want to maximize your potential, you can't live in an emotional state your whole life. You can't be emotional your whole life. At some point, you got to learn how to turn off the emotions and turn on the logical part of your brain and start critically thinking through these things. The whole point of the stock market is to go higher. It's been around for over 100 years. Why would 5 of the wealthiest men in the world have the majority of their net worth in the stock market if it was burning down? But see, you don't think like that unless you're using the logical side of your brain. When you're using this emotional side of your brain, you don't think that way. And see, that's what the 1% want for you guys, is to only exist and live on the emotional side of your being. That's where they want you at, because they can control you then, see. See, that's where fear lives. That's where pride lives. That's where greed lives, on the emotional side of your brain. But on that logical side of your brain is creativity, right? It's creativity, right? It's patience. It's discipline. It's consistency. Lives on the logical side of your brain. On the emotional side of your brain is greed, right? Fear and pride. It's up to you, man, where you want to live the most. I live the majority of my life on the logical side. Do I get emotional? Yes, but I keep it in check, man. I do not let my emotions run my life. I rather use the logical side of my brain in order to run my life, because that's where I'm at my best. That's where I'm disciplined. That's where I'm consistent. I'm patient. I'm creative. I'm a go-getter. I'm self-motivated when I'm on the logical side of my brain. On this emotional side, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm just going to take a day off. I deserve it. I worked all last week. I'm going to get that. You see what I'm saying? That's the emotional side of your brain, feeling sorry for yourself. That's emotions. When you're thinking logically, you don't feel sorry for yourself. You just say to yourself, listen, I didn't get that one right. They got me on that one. I bust my face open on that one, but guess what? Let's go again. That's logical. Guys, I'm just here to just share with you what I've learned over the last 25 years, man. And again, no expert here. I just been through some stuff, man. I'm 57, guys. Came from nothing to everything. Now, everything to me might be different than your everything, but I come from nothing to everything. I'm here on YouTube helping somebody out there gonna listen to this and gonna change something in their life today. I don't know how many people gonna do it, but I'm sure there's at least one person that's gonna hear this message today and they're gonna change something in their life. And like I told y'all, man, back to them 5 things I told y'all that are prioritized in my life. What are your 5 things that you got prioritized? Drop it down in the comment box and tell me what your 5 things you have prioritized in your life. I told you mine, but I'm going to tell you again before I get out of here. Let me tell you again before I get out of here. God, Jesus Christ, my faith, number 1 priority in my life, my relationship with God. Without God, I'm nothing. Without God, I'm not living right now. So number 1 is God. Number 2, family. My children. The woman in my life. My friends. My extended family. That's number 2. Number 3, health. Without health, guys, there's no wealth. I'm going to do everything I can to keep this temple functioning. And as long as the Lord allow me to be on this earth, I'm going to continue to do that. Everything I possibly can to make sure the temple is functioning at its absolute best. Number 4, people. My passion, my purpose on this earth. Well, one of my purposes on this earth is to help people. But my passion is helping people too. So PPP, right? Passion, purpose, people. So that's number 4. And then number 5, get to the bag. Get to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And how am I going to do that? I'm going to do that through Big Boy Blue Chip. Every 15th of the month, I'm in the Big Boy Blue Chips. Rain or shine, doesn't matter. Don't matter what the market's doing, because I know in 9 years it's going to be beautiful. My opinion. You got to go do your own homework and figure out what's beautiful for you. But what are your 5 priorities in your life? I just gave you mine. What are your 5 priorities in life? Drop them in the comment box. Drop in the comment box your 5 priorities in life. I'd love to know. And if you're struggling with that, guys, if you're struggling with that, you got to do a checkup from the neck up. You need to sit down with yourself and honestly have a conversation with yourself. You notice I didn't say anything about cars. I didn't say anything about a house. I didn't say anything about vacations, all this other stuff. Because honestly, to me, that doesn't matter. What matters are those 5 things I just gave you. Now, I can't tell you what matters to you. You pick whatever you want to pick. But I'm telling you how I get down. So drop it down in the comment box. Again, I'm going to give it to you one more time. This Moo offer, first link down in the description box. For the folks that rock with me, got a special offer down your first link. If you rock with me, Make a deposit. Here it is. Let me walk you through it. Let me walk you through it. Moomoo is offering up to $1,100 in stock rewards and NVIDIA shares. If you deposit $1,000, you'll get $120, and $100 of that is my exclusive reward, only available through my channel, through my link. All you have to do is click the first link in the description box. Again, guys, you ain't got to do any of that if you don't want to. I'm not trying to sell you some, I'm telling you, millions of people use Moomoo around the world, guys, to do self-directed brokerage stuff. I do. Millions of people use it. I'm just a guy that does my thing here on YouTube, so they've come to me and said, hey, man, why don't you offer this to your folks if they're looking for a good self-directed brokerage app? We'd be more than happy to, they make a deposit, the right deposit, a qualifying deposit. We'll be more than happy to share with them some stock, some NVIDIA stock. We'd be more than welcome to share with them some cash back. Again, guys, this is all above board. Go do your fact check on Moomoo, and you'll see they're registered with FINRA. Here in the United States, they're registered with FINRA. They're all the guidelines. I use them and millions of other people use them. So check it out if you want to. If you don't, hey man, no big deal. You keep using what you've been using. And then the last thing y'all know is the Wealth Builders Financial Community on Patreon. That's the second link. That's my community. Tonight, we got a live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be going over, what's happening in the month of December, what could be a positive catalyst or negative catalyst. And again, guys, I'm no expert. I'm just a guy that goes out and does research, and I don't mind sharing it with people. That's all I do. I'm no expert. I ain't trying to be no expert. I'm not an expert. Please go find you an expert. If you feel like you're not comfortable making your own financial decisions, go find you a qualified person, man, an expert. I'm okay with that because I'm not trying to be one here. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm just sharing with you what I do. Now, if you want to rock with it, rock with it. If you don't. It's okay. I'll be okay. So yeah, Wealth Builders, come on over there and join us. Click on that link. It'll take you over to Patreon. Come join us, man. Come join our team. Get yourself out of the matrix. Stop being controlled by the matrix. Take control of your own financial freedom, man. Come join us. Wealth Builders, second link. All right, guys, if you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks.